Welcome, my friends, from my house to yours to the class style. I'm not in my house today because I've just came up this hill. Now, this is around where I live. We come up here for walks and stuff in the afternoon, and there are a lot of pine trees. I'm here with my grandson, and the rest of them is walking up lower down. Now, this is a very hilly area, and we walk up here on afternoons just to get some exercise. But for my first look for list, I am going up this hill. Now it's like 3 turns to get up to here. So these are the pine cone trees. Like I said, they're not too far from where I live. So I'm gonna look to see if I pick up any that fall. Like this one. These are all the little things that come from the tree. They fall all in the canal. And they sell these things so expensive. I wouldn't take up this one if they're not too good. But these, they are good. No. So I can see this is where we exercise. We just go on the flat there. And oh my gosh, those are laden. So when they fall, and they sell them very expensive here, so I can collect pine cones and sell, make some money. So I've gotten some, my grandson has gotten some. I think that's enough for the video. So he has gotten these, and I think they're enough to put together with what I have at home. So we are heading back down now and take a bath, and I will start my process. So this is a very steep hill going back down. So I am at home now, and I am going to show you what I will be doing with these. Now I have some that I use throughout the year. Now I don't celebrate holidays and such, but we have a lot of pine cones here, and I use pine cones all around through the year. It doesn't have to be a particular time, and I decorate with it because it's a nice element to have in your home, and it's natural. So what I'm going to do is something unnatural. I'm going to paint it, and I'm trying to get the paint into the pores of it, and I will just do that to all of them. Because now this is a look for less challenge hosted by Zuliag, I hope I pronounce it right, and CG DIY. Their co-host is Miguelito DIY. I hope I pronounce it right also. All the information is going to be in the description box and together with the playlist. So do head across to their channels and see all the lovely pieces that they have done for us. Now when the pine cones are heavily saturated, they close back up. So I'm going to be putting them out in the sun, and the sunlight opens it up beautifully. Now what I have here, this is a piece from another one that I'll be doing today that I cut off of the legs. So this is a wooden piece and a wooden bowl, and what I'm thinking is just to add some height because the recreation one had a little rise in the bottom. So I'm going to just use my glue gun and stick it to the bottom of the piece just to give it a rise, and this is how it looks. And basically this piece is done. I did not have to do anything to it, so I'm just adding the pine cones. Now this bowl is slightly larger than the other one that I'll be showing you in a little bit, and this is my look for less, guys. Check out the price in this one. This one went for $22.99, and they brought it down to $13.99. Guys, I did not spend a cent on my look for less. So let me know what you think. Now I went with the original stain that it had on it. I didn't want to interfere with the staining on it, and I thought it looked good just like that. Now this is the other piece. It's a lot smaller, I did not put it on a rise, but it's another wooden piece. And my mother initially had this in our home, and my sister now has it, so I just left it with her. But this is my look for less, guys. Like I said, it did not cost me anything. Everything was free. And from well, originally it was 49 something, but from that price to this, guys, I had these spindles from a old table. I did not take out a photo of it, but it was a two-tier table, and that it also had that piece that I just showed there. I'm using a piece of plywood, half inch. The length is 18 by 10 inches, and I'm using a 2-inch foam to adhere onto it. And I'm just going to be using some scraps that I had. Nothing was bought here. I have a piece of 1/4-inch foam that I'm just going to put around it. And here I'm cutting the piece off. Obviously I did this video before the other one, and I just mark where I want my legs to go, and I'm just going to use the drill and drill a hole, 2 holes into it. This is a very hard piece of wood. I don't know what type of wood it is. This is just so that the screws are going to go into it nicely. I also did some wood glue on the pieces to hold it firmly in place. So I'm just driving the screws on top to secure it even more, and this is how it is looking so far. What I'm going to be doing next is putting on, this is a 2-inch foam that I'll be using, and I just had some ends of 1/4-inch foam that I'll just put on top to make it fuller and more softer. Also, I had ends of the fiber fill. Some people call it Dacron, some people call it polyfill. So I'm just stapling those on. I'm just going around the legs and securing them in place. I do a nice fold on the corners. I'm going to be using this wood stain. It's a walnut. I'm just rubbing it onto the legs just to give it a little revitalize. I'm doing that to all 4 of the legs, and it is really looking like new and improved. And look at, it's already a look for less. So this is our fabric. I did not pay for it. My friend had it in her stash and she gave it to me, and this is from ends that I did an upholstery for her. And I'm just gonna get all the corners done. I pull the center and make sure and staple that in place, and then I start pulling at an angle, and so that the excess is all going to come out to the end. Once I have those securely, I am going to cut off the excess around the legs, and I am going to just give it a nice tiny neat fold and tuck it in there, and I'm going to staple that in place. I will do that to all 4 pieces. Remember, guys, to check out in the description box for the playlist provided to everyone's channel, and thanks to the host and the co-host this time around for their lovely hospitality. So just continue to wrap it around the legs. Make sure everything is tight, and I flip it over. Now on the piece that I saw, they had some tacks coming around, so I'm just gonna be, these are nail tacks with a decorative head on top, and I'm just using it and I'm placing it around. You notice I started in the center and the 2 ends, and I'll evenly distribute the nail tacks throughout. I will also put some on the sides. So I just place them, and then I pound every piece in place, and this is how it's looking. Guys, let me know what you think. This is my look for less. I totally did not spend any money at all, so this was a free look for less. And thanks for joining me to see my look for less, and I hope you have enjoyed. Bye for now. Catch you later.